We've all experienced restless nights lying awake, tossing from side to side, staring at the clock as minutes drag into hours. It's easy to point fingers at stress from work, the glow of phone screens, or even a noisy environment. While these are valid reasons, there's another factor that quietly shapes how well we sleep: nutrition. The truth is, what we put on our plate during the day sets the stage for how peacefully we rest at night. Foods rich in calming nutrients can help the body relax and signal the brain that it's time to sleep, while stimulants like caffeine and sugar can keep the nervous system wired long past bedtime. Sleep and nutrition are deeply connected, and the encouraging part is that small, mindful changes in diet can lead to noticeable improvements in rest, energy, and overall well-being. The food-sleep connection. Our bodies work like finely tuned clocks, guided by rhythms that decide when we feel awake and when we feel tired. Nutrition plays a big role in setting this rhythm. The food and drinks we choose throughout the day influence key hormones like serotonin and melatonin, which directly affect sleep quality. When these signals are balanced, falling asleep feels natural, but when they are disrupted, rest becomes harder to find. Take caffeine, for example. A cup of coffee in the morning can sharpen focus, but that same cup in the late afternoon may keep you restless at night. Sugar acts in a similar way, spiking energy quickly only to drop it later, leaving the body unsettled just when it should be winding down. On the other hand, certain nutrients support calmness and relaxation. Complex carbohydrates encourage serotonin release, while magnesium-rich foods help relax muscles. Protein sources with tryptophan like eggs, nuts, or turkey provide the raw material for melatonin, the hormone that signals bedtime. Even hydration plays a role. Too little water can cause discomfort or cramps, while too much right before bed can lead to frequent wake-ups. In short, food is more than fuel. It's a guide that tells the body when to be alert and when to rest. By making simple, mindful adjustments to eating habits, we can create a smoother path toward deep, restorative sleep. Foods that support better sleep. When it comes to improving sleep, the right foods can act like gentle signals, telling the body it's time to relax and recharge. Instead of reaching for pills or quick fixes, you can often find natural support right on your plate. Complex carbohydrates are a great place to start. Foods like oats, brown rice, and whole grain bread help the brain release serotonin, a calming neurotransmitter that makes it easier to drift into sleep. Pairing carbs with protein can enhance this effect. Protein sources rich in tryptophan, such as turkey, eggs, nuts, and seeds, provide the building blocks for melatonin, the hormone that controls the sleep-wake cycle. A small portion of these foods in the evening can gently prepare the body for rest. Magnesium-rich foods are also powerful sleep supporters. Spinach, pumpkin seeds, bananas, and almonds help relax muscles and calm the nervous system, reducing the chances of nighttime restlessness. For drinks, herbal teas like chamomile, lavender, or peppermint are soothing alternatives to caffeinated beverages. They work by calming the body and creating a bedtime ritual that signals it's time to slow down. Even dairy products like warm milk or yogurt can be helpful, as they combine protein with calcium, which aids in melatonin production. The takeaway is simple. Sleep-friendly foods are often everyday staples. By adding them thoughtfully into dinner or evening snacks, you can turn your diet into a natural ally for deeper, more restorative sleep. Foods that disrupt sleep. Just as some foods prepare the body for rest, others make it harder to fall or stay asleep. Often these culprits sneak into our daily routines without us realizing how much they affect the night ahead. The most obvious is caffeine. Found not only in coffee but also in tea, energy drinks, and even dark chocolate, caffeine can linger in the body for 6 to 8 hours. A late afternoon cup may seem harmless, but it can delay melatonin release and keep the brain wired long into the night. Sugary foods and refined carbs can also interfere with sleep. They cause quick spikes and crashes in blood sugar, leaving the body unsettled. That restless, jittery feeling at bedtime often traces back to too much sugar earlier in the evening. Heavy, greasy meals eaten close to bedtime force the digestive system to keep working when it should be winding down. This can lead to indigestion, discomfort, or acid reflux, all of which make it harder to relax. Even alcohol, though it may make you drowsy at first, disrupts the deeper stages of sleep. People often wake up more during the night and feel less rested in the morning after drinking. The lesson is simple. Good sleep starts long before your head hits the pillow. By avoiding these foods and drinks in the hours before bed, you give your body the chance to settle into the natural rhythm of rest. Conclusion. Eating for rest, living with energy. Sleep is more than just closing your eyes. It's the time when the body repairs, restores, and prepares for a new day. And while many people think of bedtime routines or stress management as the key to better rest, nutrition is an equally powerful factor. What you eat during the day quietly shapes how deeply you sleep at night. By choosing foods that support rest-like complex carbs, protein with tryptophan, magnesium-rich snacks, and calming herbal teas, you create a natural environment for relaxation. At the same time, avoiding stimulants like caffeine, sugar, alcohol, and heavy late-night meals removes the barriers that often keep sleep at bay. The encouraging part is that small, consistent changes can make a big difference. Something as simple as swapping an afternoon coffee for herbal tea or ending dinner with a banana and a handful of nuts can improve the quality of your rest. When nutrition and sleep work together, mornings feel lighter, energy lasts longer, and life feels more balanced. So the next time you think about better sleep, look not only at your pillow, but also at your plate. The journey to restful nights often begins at the dinner table.